Hello, and welcome to Colorado Spring Hypnosis, your resource for hypnosis and personal empowerment. In this video, I'll guide you through a hypnotic session that will help you build confidence to perform well in your future job interview or interviews. Walking into the interview with confidence will help improve your first impression, and it'll also make it easier for you to showcase your personal skills and your abilities for your future employers. So without further ado, go ahead and find a comfortable place to sit back or lie down. Pause the video for a moment if you need to get ready, and then let's go ahead and get started.
Take a deep breath. Hold. Sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wide awake and feeling amazing.
So let's talk a little bit about hypnosis. I'm not going to give a full pre-talk here, but there are a couple of quick points that I do want to cover. The first point is that hypnosis is a voluntary action. All right, I'm a hypnotist, and in a little bit I'm going to make some suggestions for you. I'll suggest that you close your eyes and take a deep breath and visualize this and imagine that. And of course, it's entirely up to you whether you decide to follow those directions or not. But you're listening to this recording right now, so I'm assuming that you want to use it to lower your anxiety, go and get a job with confidence. So by following the directions, you're going to find it easier and easier to achieve these goals. Hypnosis is a natural state of mind. It's something that we do all the time. If you've ever been on a long road trip and just got lost in your thoughts for several hours like you were daydreaming, or if you've ever been in a class or at a speech where the instructor or the speaker was just riveting and you were taking in all of that information easily. It's very similar to what a hypnotic state can be like. Now, of course, when you were in these other states of mind, you didn't have some hypnotist there telling you to close your eyes and take a deep breath and all that stuff. You just went into it naturally. So what we're going to be doing here is getting you into those same resourceful states. We're just using a different set of techniques. So go ahead and take a moment to get comfortable now. You can either lie all the way back or sit all the way back. You can have your feet on the floor if you like, or you can have them suspended on an ottoman. Whatever is most comfortable for you. And as you sit back and you begin to relax, I'd like you to take in a nice deep breath. And then just let it out and close the eyes. That's right. And you can just continue to listen to the sound of my voice as you allow your breathing to just happen naturally now. Just take a moment to allow the mind and body and muscles to relax now. And now I'd like you to open your eyes and pick a point on the wall, higher up on the wall, perhaps even towards the ceiling. It could be a scratch or a line or a dot, but I'd like you to put all of your focus on that little spot on the wall. As you continue to relax and you allow your breathing to just happen naturally, focus all the way on that spot. And of course, some people, when they look at a spot like that and they stare at it, they'll notice that the spot will get sharper, crisper, and clearer. And other people, when they look at a spot like that, they may have the exact opposite effect. If their eyes start to glaze over, that spot may get blurry or fuzzy, and that's absolutely fine too. As you continue to relax, just allow all of your focus to go into that spot. And I'd like you to imagine now that that spot is actually coming off the wall. Imagine that spot is floating through the air, and I'd like you to allow it to stop about halfway between the wall and your eyes. Just continue staring at that spot that's just floating in midair. That's right. And as you continue to relax and as you continue to stare at this spot, you may notice that your eyes are starting to get a little fuzzy, tired, or blurry, and that's totally okay. And it's not even because I'm a hypnotist and I'm telling you that your eyes are getting tired. It's because when you focus on a spot like that, it just naturally happens after a while. So just go ahead and allow that spot to come closer and closer and closer. You can even allow the eyes to close all the way down now as that spot goes all the way inside. You can allow it to go completely past the eyelids. You can allow that point of concentration to go all the way in, all the way down. That's right. And as you continue to relax, just allow every word that I say to help guide you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Allow every breath that you take to help you become more and more comfortable now. That's right. And as you continue to relax, I'd like you to go all the way to a place in your mind's eye that brings you great peace and relaxation. It could be a place that you've been before. It could be a place that you like to go. It could even be a place made completely from someone's imagination. So go all the way to that place now. And just go ahead and take a couple of moments in your mind's eye to look around and notice all the views that make this the perfect place for you. Some people see waterfalls or forests or beaches, and I'm sure whatever you see is absolutely perfect. And if there's anything there that's even less than perfect, feel free to change it and make it exactly the way that you want it. And as you see those wonderful sights, take another moment to notice all the sounds that are associated with this place. Some people like to listen to all of the sounds together, as if listening to a symphony of relaxation. And other people like to listen to each little sound individually, noting why each one is happy and relaxing and comfortable for them. Noting why each one is happy and relaxing and comfortable for them. And lastly, take a moment to notice what it feels like in this place. You might notice what the ground feels like beneath you, or what the air feels like around you. You may even take a moment to notice all of the feelings that this place brings you on the inside. Perhaps feelings of comfort, peace, safety. So as you feel those feelings and you see those sights and you hear those wonderful sounds, I'd like you to notice that there's a little trail leading away, and you can just start to walk down that trail now. And as you continue to walk down this trail, just allow every step to take you deeper and deeper and deeper. And every breath can help you become more and more comfortable. And as you walk down this trail, you can just drift and float and dream, really taking some time to enjoy this experience. In fact, as you continue to walk down this trail, I'd like to let you know that if at any point during the session you need to adjust a little bit or scratch an itch, that's totally fine. In fact, it will just make everything go more easily, and it'll make you more comfortable, and it'll make it easier for you to follow the directions and be successful. And as you continue to relax, going further and further down that trail, I'd like you to know that if at any point there's an emergency, whatever that means for you, you will instantly open your eyes and wake up and you'll be able to take care of it. And of course, you can come back to this anytime you want. And lastly, at some point you may hear some miscellaneous sounds, birds chirping outside or cars driving by, or maybe the sound of somebody in the other room. And of course, if you hear anything like that, and if your unconscious mind recognizes that it's really not important right now, then of course, those things absolutely won't bother you at all. In fact, if you do hear any of those things, they will just remind you that you're doing exactly what you want to be doing now. So just continue walking down this trail at a nice and leisurely, comfortable pace, because this is your time. Nobody wants anything right now. Nobody needs anything. This is your time to just drift and float and dream and go even deeper. In fact, as you continue to walk down this trail, you see a wonderful garden out in front of you. As you walk up to that garden, you notice there's 5 little steps that'll take you down inside. So go ahead and just start stepping down now from that 5th to the 4th step, just going even deeper. 4th step to the 3rd step, drifting, floating and dreaming, down to that 2nd step, so comfortable, and all the way down to number 1, perfect. As you take some time to walk around this garden, maybe even taking a moment to smell the roses if you'd like to, I'd like you to notice that in the very back there's a comfy little area. And of course, I don't know if there's a lawn chair or a hammock, or maybe just a nice little grassy area to lie back. But you can go all the way there now. And you can lie back and you can drift into a wonderful daydream all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you lie back, just drifting, floating, and dreaming, taking this time for yourself, I'd like to tell you a little story about a buddy of mine. A buddy of mine named Barney, who at the time had recently got out of the military. He had been a veterinarian tech back then, which was a really cool job. He enjoyed working with animals and all the stuff that went with it. And when he got out, he was really excited to go out into the world and, find a nice veterinarian or place to work at. But when he got out into the real world, he found that it was actually kind of difficult, and he applied for jobs at different places here and there. And unfortunately, there just wasn't a whole lot of need for his chosen profession at the time. But of course, Barney was a motivated guy, so, he kept on and he kept interviewing and he kept going out and trying to find new places to work. But it was no use. And over time, he started to get frustrated, and he even started to go into survival mode. He started applying for jobs that he was less interested in, and at some point he even ended up driving a taxi for a little while, just so he could continue to make money. He was having a really hard time maintaining his hope and maintaining his motivation. And then one day, Barney came across for an ad for a job doing food inspection. Now, I didn't know this, and you probably didn't know this, but I guess people that work in the veterinary field in the military, they inspect food for all of the dining facilities and things of that nature. And he was like, well, this is something that I did in the military. This might be an interesting job. And then he went and he interviewed. They liked everything that he had to say. They liked his enthusiasm. They enjoyed his motivation. He was a perfect fit for this job. So of course they hired him and he started working there. And he found that this was more or less his dream job. He enjoyed the hours, he enjoyed the travel, he enjoyed everything about it. And this was never something that he had thought about doing several months before. But because he just continued to be motivated and he continued to keep a good attitude, it finally happened for him. Of course, you can just continue to relax now all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and wonderful. So as you continue to relax, just drifting, floating and dreaming, taking all the time you need to really enjoy this experience and really prepare yourself for these job interviews that you have ahead. I'd like to bring a couple of truths to your awareness. The first truth is that everybody out there who's taking applications and taking interviews, they need people just like you to fill those slots. They need people with your skill sets, they need people with your ideology, they need people with your work ethic. So when you go into that room, when you go see those people, when you go in there, remember that they want you to work for them. That's why they're meeting with you. So as you continue to relax and drift and float and dream, another truth that I'd like to share with you is that not everybody will be happy in every job. So I wonder how surprised you're going to be when you walk into your next interview and you are just completely filled with confidence. You're filled with so much confidence that it's easy to just answer the questions and be honest. Just tell them exactly who you are, what your strengths are, maybe even what your weaknesses are. And I wonder how surprised you're going to be when you find that after hearing your story, they'll be very interested in you. So as you continue to relax all the way down now, 5, 4, 3, 2, wonderful. As you sit there in your chair or as you lie back, wherever you are, I'd like you to look around in the room, in your mind's eye, and I'd like you to find a spot on the floor. Spot on the floor, I don't know, big enough to stand in, perhaps the size of a hula hoop lying down. I'd like you to imagine that inside that little circle on the floor is pure confidence. It's almost like it's a little area. If you were to step in there, you would have no choice but to feel absolute confidence. So as you look at that little area on the floor, the first thing I'd like you to notice is if there are any colors in there. Would the light be the color of green or red or blue, or maybe another color that means confidence to you? So go ahead and notice what that area looks like. And as you continue to look at that area of the floor, I'd like you to also notice any sounds coming out of there. Some people, when they think about confidence, they hear a certain tune or some music, or maybe even a song that reminds them of confidence. Other people, they might just hear the sounds of their friends or family, or maybe even an audience clapping and cheering them on. As you look at that little circle on the floor, and as you notice what it looks like, go ahead and notice if any sounds are coming out of it, any sounds that will help generate that confidence for you. And lastly, go ahead and take a moment to notice what it would feel like in there if you were standing there. Maybe it would feel warm, or maybe there would be a breeze. Maybe the air would feel thick or thin or moist. Go ahead and imagine what it would be like if you stepped in that circle and instantly you had confidence. What would that feel like for you? What would it feel like to have all the confidence that you always wanted? Now, in your mind's eye, go ahead and make sure that you can see everything you need to see in that circle that represents confidence to you. Make sure that you can hear everything coming out of that area that represents confidence to you. And of course, as you look at that area of the floor, notice whatever feelings are radiating from that area. And in your mind's eye now, you can actually get up as if you were physically moving and go ahead and stand right in the middle of that circle. Feel the confidence pouring into your body. Feel it getting stronger and stronger and stronger. As a matter of fact, go ahead and take a brightness switch, or take your hand and turn up the brightness, as if that confidence is getting brighter and brighter and brighter, so bright that you can't even ignore it. Go ahead and turn the volume switch up. Allow that confidence to get louder and louder and louder, to the point where all you can hear are those confident sounds. Go ahead and turn up those feelings. Allow that feeling of confidence to get stronger and stronger and stronger. In fact, as you stand inside the circle, allow every breath that you take to bring in more confidence. And as that confidence goes into your lungs, allow every beat of your heart to pump confidence through your veins. Let it get stronger and stronger, bigger and bigger, brighter and brighter. Allow that confidence to get so big that it expands out of your body. Let it fill up the whole room. Let it fill up your whole apartment or house or building. Let everybody around feel this confidence that you are feeling right now. That's right. And of course, in your mind's eye, you can step back out of that circle. And as you step out of the circle, notice that those feelings go down, but you can still sense them. Go ahead and step back inside that circle and let those feelings get stronger and stronger and stronger again. Now go ahead and step back out of that circle. And notice as those feelings start to subside and relax. Now go ahead and step back inside that circle and feel those feelings stronger and stronger than ever. That's right. And of course, you can step back out of the circle and you can either lie back down or sit down, all the way back in your body, completely relaxing all the way down now. And as you continue to relax, drifting, floating, dreaming, going even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This new circle of confidence that you have can go with you everywhere. All you ever need to do is imagine that it is there, and it's there. And I wonder how surprised you're going to be when from this day forward, anytime you go into a job interview or any interview at all, as soon as you open the door and you look in that room, you'll see this circle of confidence sitting right around the chair that you are to go sit in, or the area that you're going to go stand in. And from this day forward, when you go into a job interview, as soon as you walk inside that room and you sit down in that chair, you will instantly feel the confidence surge through your body. You'll have so much confidence that it'll be absolutely easy and seamless to make your way through the job interview, impress everybody in there. And of course, if you are a good fit for that company in that position, get that job. So as you continue to relax, you can allow this whole scene to fade all the way to black. 5, 4, 3, 2, wonderful. Imagine now that you're floating up out of your body. And of course, I don't know if it's your mind that's floating up, or perhaps your soul, maybe even a floaty version of your entire body. But go ahead and float all the way up now, as if you're floating above your own timeline. And as you look in one direction, you can peer all the way down into the future. And as you look forward, you might even see different job interviews you have lined up. Or perhaps they're a little bit further down. Who knows? But let's go ahead and look the other way, all the way into your past. I'd like you to float all the way back to a time in your past when you just had absolute confidence. Maybe it was a sporting event, or an academic event. Maybe it was a test or line of testing that you took and you just did absolutely fantastic. Or maybe it was some other task or obstacle that you were able to overcome. But go all the way back now, all the way back to that time when you were successful, when you were confident, when you won. Go ahead and float all the way down now. Feel that confidence. Feel that feeling of winning. Feel that feeling of being prepared and being successful. And let those feelings get stronger and stronger and stronger now. Let those feelings get so strong that you can't ignore them. Let those feelings get so strong that it's as if they could never go away. I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And when I get to 1, I want you to lock in these wonderful feelings so you can bring them all the way back to the future. So 5, let those feelings get stronger and stronger. 4, let them make their way all the way into the center of your being. 3, all the way inside. 2, completely confident, successful, absolutely wonderful now. Lock those feelings in. And now you can float all the way up. Allow yourself to float all the way back to the present. And now just float all the way down into your body, taking all of those resources with you. Feeling good, feeling excited, feeling absolutely fantastic. I wonder how surprised you're going to be from this day forward. When you go into a job interview, you go in there with excitement, feeling absolutely fantastic. That's right. So in a moment, not yet, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I do, you'll reorient to the room. You're going to feel rested, relaxed, rejuvenated, ready to take on the day. And most importantly, you'll know that you can go into your next job interview and any ones after that with complete confidence. You can put your best foot forward, and you can show these employers the best version of yourself. So go ahead and take a couple of moments now to just let all of these suggestions sink in, become permanent. As you think about the future and get excited about all the new opportunities that are available for you, and all you have to do is go grab them now. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I do, you'll reorient to the room. You're going to feel rested, relaxed, rejuvenated, and most importantly, you're going to be ready to go out, interview for the job that you want, and get it. So 1, taking a nice deep breath. 2, allow that oxygen to revitalize every muscle, nerve, and fiber in your body. 3, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes as the body begins to wake up. 4, maybe even stretch out. And 5, opening the eyes, feeling absolutely amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this session. And I wonder how surprised you're going to be when you find that going out for a job interview is easy and fun and exciting. And of course, if you have enjoyed this track, I'd really appreciate it if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to hear some more of our content. And thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.